Peace and blessings, budget besties. This is your girl Jay with Jlenorebudgets, and in today's video, I am going to be stuffing my sinking funds. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, please keep watching. Hello, my budget besties. Thank you for being here today and for joining me on my debt-free journey. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you have been here since the beginning, guys, thank you so much. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank old and new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say enough how much I appreciate you being here. I am going to go ahead and jump right into this video. This is my sinking funds cash stuffing. If you've been following me, you know that the sinking funds cash stuffing is all prop money because the actual cash goes to my Ally account. And there is an Ally video on my channel to show you how I do that. So if you haven't checked that out, please feel free to do so. I will link it in the description, okay? Also, I have a new binder. So I had my, my sinking funds. The responsibilities binder was once lavender with black writing on it, and so I just decided to switch things up. I'm going to keep that binder because I just like changing things up every once in a while, so I may end up going back to it, but I still do have the same envelopes. The same envelopes are actually in here. I may switch up, order some new envelopes from Etsy or something, but I don't know if I will or not. But for now, it's just a brand new binder, and this is what we're stuffing today. And of course, I have my fun binder with Mickey and Minnie, and there's one envelope in here that I will be stuffing today. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Let me see, I think I need to zoom out a little bit so that you guys can see the prop money and everything in the shot. So give me 1 second. Okay, I think that's a better setup. Alrighty, so I am only stuffing 4 of my sinking funds this for the April 1st pay period. And so the first one I am stuffing actually is home, and it is getting $25. So let's go ahead and see how much we now have in home. So it should be $290. Let's see, 20 and 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 50, 70, 80, 85, and 90. So that is correct. Home now has $290, and just in case you are new here, I do currently have a roommate, and this home folder is for when I move out and get my own place. Okay. Social media is actually getting 25 as well. Social media is for my Etsy purchases and giveaways on my channel. So my next giveaway will be at 100 subscribers. I haven't reached that yet, but I am so close. So once again, please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But once I reach 100 subscribers, that's when I'll be doing my next giveaway. And so that's what this envelope is for. So I am going to be adding 25 to this one as well. And that gives us 50, 60, 70, and 5. So I have $75 now in my social media envelope. Next up is going to be rainy day. So rainy day so I do have an emergency fund. If you're new here, you will not see an emergency fund envelope in my binders because that is actually in a different account. It automatically, I have direct deposit set up to go directly from my paycheck over to that account. So I do not have a binder. I check the account occasionally just to make sure everything looks right. But other than that, I don't really, it's like it's on autopilot. It just, the money goes there, it adds up, and I just keep moving. It has, I think, about $2,000 in it somewhere. No, maybe more like 18 or 1900. I'll do a screenshot and just insert that in here so that you can see the balance. But like I said, I don't actually have an envelope in my binder for that, but I do have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is very important, so I think that everyone should have one. So I just wanted to make sure I point out that I do have one. My rainy day fund, however, is a fund that I'm trying to build up so that I can have money to the side in case I need it, so that I don't have to touch my emergency fund, because my goal is to get a minimum of 6 months of expenses in my emergency fund. And if I have an emergency and have to go into that fund, then, you know, it is what it is. But my whole thing is trying not to go into that particular fund. So rainy day, if I was to have an emergency, I would come to my rainy day first. And then if I don't have enough in rainy day, then I may have to go to my emergency fund or pull from one of my other sinking funds. So we're just trying to build this up so that it's basically a secondary emergency account. Okay. So let's just see. I'm actually not giving this one anything this pay period, but I wanted to go ahead and review all of my balances. So this one currently has $600. I have a $500 placeholder that looks a little different because my prop money didn't have any $500 placeholders. So I have this $500 placeholder. I don't know if you can see that, from her budgets. And then I have my $100, prop money in here. So that totals $600. So that's how much we have in rainy day. My initial goal for this is $3,000. So still got a ways to go. We still got $2,400 to go. For my car, this is car maintenance or a new car. But right now, you know, if I probably will have to get 2 tires on the back this year. So this is probably where that money will go. I did get 2 on the front last year, but they told me I didn't need 2 in the back because the 2 in the back were practically brand new. So we'll see if I have to replace the 2 in the back this year in order for my car to pass inspection. But right now, what I have is $315 in this particular sinking fund. So 1, 2, 3, 10, and 15. So, yeah, and my tires in the back of my car are actually bigger than the ones in the front. So they're wider. So those are going to be more expensive than the ones in the front. So that's a whole nother thing. Taxes is getting $25 this pay period. So let's go ahead and take a 20 and a 5. And all right, and so we should have $175 in taxes, 150, 70, and 5. So we are good there. I am putting my taxes in the mail tomorrow because if you watched my last video, then you know that I do owe income taxes this year. So I will be putting that in the mail tomorrow. I decided, since I did not have enough in this to even pay the taxes, that I would just go ahead and pull the money to pay my taxes from my line of credit. And I am working hard to get that line. I'm already trying to get that line of credit paid back off so that I won't have to have that debt. So my goal for this now is to get $250 by the end of the year for my property tax and my registration, and then to have $500 saved up in the event that I have to pay income taxes next year, because I basically had to pay about $450 in between Fed and state this year. So I was like, I'll just round that up to $500. So my goal for this is to get $750. So $250 by the end of the year, $500 by the time taxes are due next year. Subs and fees. Subs and fees is not getting anything, but let's see how much we have. We should have 80, so 50, 70, and 80 is what we have in subs and fees. This is for, of course, subscriptions and annual fees that I have on a few of my credit cards. So that's what we're saving up here. And then, of course, I have a miscellaneous envelope just in case I'm saving for some random thing that's temporary. I can go ahead and have an envelope for that. And then, but this is something that's short term, like temporary, if I'm saving up for a specific thing. I don't have anything right now that I'm saving up for, so that's why this one is empty. Okay, so that is it for the responsibilities binder. Now let's move over to the fun binder. So let's see here, J, which is my personal sinking fund, just for me to do whatever. I may actually pull some money out of here to pay my taxes or to pay my line of credit back, because like I said, I want to get the line of credit paid off as quickly as possible. I haven't decided if I'm going to pull money from here to do that or not. So as of now, we're just going to see how much we have in here. And there is $158 in here. So 150, 55, 67, 150, 55, 57, and 58. So Jay has $158. Since I went ahead and got my computer, I really don't know what I'm saving for right now. So that's why I may use this to go towards 150, maybe just to go ahead and go towards the line of credit. Gifts this pay period is getting $25. So that should give us $89 in this particular sinking fund. Let's see, this money is really sticking together here. So let's see, 50, 70, 80, 85, 87, 89. Yeah. All right, $89, that's right. The twos throw me off because this prop money actually came with $1 bills and $2 bills. So that kind of threw me off. But gifts has $89, and I probably will be going into that sometime in the near future because I do have a friend of mine who's celebrating a milestone birthday, so I need to get her something, and so I'll probably be dipping into that soon. Vacation is not getting anything this pay period, but let's just see what we got in here. It's it should be $173. So 150, 70, 72, and 73. As you know, if you've been following me, you know I have a road trip, a little short road trip, mini road trip coming up because I have to go. Me and my best friend are going to take a class, so I have to, we're going to go half on gas, and then I'll just need money to eat out that day because we will be traveling a couple of hours away from home to attend a class in May. That's really the only thing. I really need to kind of plan something, to do something. I used to go on, prior to the pandemic, I would go on 2 trips a year, and I just have not done anything. I did go to Jamaica Memorial Day weekend last year, but that's the only trip that I've been on since I went to Italy in 2019 before the pandemic. So I think the pandemic kind of started in Europe at the end of the year, and then it made its way to the United States, I believe, in the beginning of 2020. So, but I went to Italy in May of 2019. So that wasn't even COVID or none of that was even a thing then. It was beautiful and I had a wonderful time. But that's my last like big vacation. And then I went to Jamaica Memorial Day weekend last year, and that was pretty cool. I made it back safely. Thank God. Made it over, made it back safely, and tested negative the whole way through. So that was really cool. But I need to plan another trip because I think I need to get away for a little bit. And then once again, in this envelope, I have another miscellaneous that's designed for fun miscellaneous, but I don't have anything that I'm saving for yet here. And then I have a savings challenges envelope, just in case I'm doing a savings challenge and there's no envelope to go along with that challenge, then this is where I store that money. I currently do not have a savings challenge going on that I don't have an envelope or method of saving the cash for, so that is why this is empty. So I wanted to just make sure that I go through all of my sinking funds, show you what I have, let you know what they're for, especially for my new subscribers. I want to make sure that you know what each envelope is for. I typically only stuff each sinking fund once a month. So I have a total of 9 sinking funds. This time I stuffed 4, and then the next pay period I'll stuff the other 5, and it rotates back and forth like that. So basically I only stuff each sinking fund once a month. All right, so I'm not going to add that up to see what the grand total of it is, but I will do a screenshot from my Ally account just to see just so that I can show you what the current total is. I do go through and add up all of my trackers between both binders. I add up all of my trackers and make sure that that matches back to what's in my Ally account. So that is, the way I do my checks and balances, to make sure that everything that I say that I have here is what is in the bank. Okay. So, but yeah, I'll make sure that I include the total from my emergency fund. I'll take a screenshot of that so that you can see the total in that account. And I'll also take a total of what's in my Ally account, where these sinking funds are, so that you can see an updated total for that. Okay. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Guys, please hit that subscribe button. The next video is my favorite. It's the cash stuffing video for my savings challenges, and we use real cash for that one. And so you definitely want to see that. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and so that you'll know when that video goes up. Thank you so much, guys. I love you to pieces. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye.